Any difference between pruning and duplicate deleting or something like that?
They're both kind of the same thing, but pruning is more you delete all of your old items, even if they're not duplicates. The duplicate checker just removes the duplicate items on your store. So where there's two instead of one.
Like when I go to the extension of Ecom Sniper, there is an option of open duplicate checker, right?
So I'll explain it right now. The page number to 1 and start scanning your store, and then all the duplicate listings and you'll click that box to open up each duplicate, and you'll see them, 10 at a time pop up at the top, and you'll click on those, and there'll be 2 listings, and one will have, views maybe, and then one might not, and you'll just delete whichever one doesn't have any views.
10K listings, and the orders are a little bit fluctuating. They're not consistent for now. They were really good in the last week. It was like 25 orders or even 30 orders I touched, and that gave me really good profit on those days. But in this week, it's again back to 12, 15 orders. I don't know what's the reason. Even though I have reduced my markup to 5%, it's again at the 60% markup. Things were good, but still they're getting low. I don't know what's the reason. So what can I do? Any suggestion?
Yeah. So are you continuing to list every day right now?
Yeah. For now, I have purchased the Anchor subscription for eBay because I was really frustrated with the insertion fee. It was really annoying me. So last month I just did that, and I'm doing the listing every day. I'm doing almost 150 to 200 listing. I asked Roop about that. He said it's good to go for 150 or 200 listing. So yeah.
Yeah. So I would just keep listing. You can always consider pruning out dead listings to improve your sell-through rate. But
okay, so I'm interrupting you. Once I asked someone, I remember who was that about the pruning thing, but that person said do not prune before 25,000 listing. So I just didn't do that.
Yeah, the method is a bit different in the UK. I believe you're just trying to...
Yeah, so the UK, I'll explain it for anybody that has a little bit of confusion, because it is kind of actually a lot of big of a difference. As soon as you pass 1.5K listings, you instantly start paying insertion fees for the same 10,000 package that we have. So everything over, pretty much they have to post with insertion fees up to, Rupa did the math.
8.7, right?
Yeah, 8.7K listings. Once you go past 8.7K listings, you're not really making any more money than that. You start losing money. You know what I mean? So you pretty much have to
eBay is taking a lot of money,
Yeah.
A lot.
So in that case, you wouldn't want to touch pruning until you're at 25K. So keep listing like he told you to. I would recommend just very basic. Just start sniping. Yeah, just start sniping. Have another list that you scan, and just if you snipe these items properly, you'll be able to just generate lots of sales, and you'll get momentum from those sales, and that'll bring more sales to your store. It's very simple. That's how the algorithm kind of works. So you could also kind of focus your listing by looking at what's selling and then trying to sell in similar categories. So I like to maybe scan my store and then just use the product hunter to find similar variations of items that are already sold once on my store. That's another thing I do.
Yeah, I did that. The last meeting you said that, so I just tried that in this week. I have a question. Is there any difference between pruning and duplicate deleting or something like that?
I mean, they're both kind of the same thing, but pruning is more you delete all of your old items, even if they're not duplicates. The duplicate checker just removes the duplicate items on your store. So where there's 2 instead of 1. So they both reduce listings. Yeah.
Okay. I have another question related to duplicate. How do we use I didn't use it before. When I go to the extension of Ecom Sniper, there is an option of open duplicate checker, right?
Yeah.
So when I go to there, what do I have to do on that screen?
So I'll explain it right now. It's a page number to 1 and start scanning your store, and then all the duplicate listings will pop up below where it says open duplicate tabs 10 at a time in a separate tab or something. And you'll click that box to open up each duplicate, and you'll see them, 10 at a time pop up at the top, and you'll click click on those and there'll be two listings, and one will have, views maybe, and then one might not, and you'll just delete whichever one doesn't have any views,
Okay, sorry, Bossman, I'm interrupting you here. There are so many buttons. Like when I'm at the duplicate checker, there's first button is like start scanning for SKU, fetch SKU.
Yeah, so you would make sure that starts scanning, like before you'd make sure that's set at 1. So,
yeah, it's at 1, and the result per page is 200.
So yeah, you would click start scanning, and then it's gonna go in, like I said, and then it'll instantly start scanning your whole store, open, and then afterwards, you'd go back to that same page after it's done. It's just gonna finish. You'll still be on eBay, but you're gonna go back to the duplicate page. And then it'll show you in the box where you can scroll down a little bit, and it says in like one of the first box after like the big box, it'll say it says open duplicate tabs 10 at a time, and it's like a button, and it'll show you like your total duplicate numbers of how many items that you have are duplicate, where it says total duplicates right there.
Okay.
And like I said, you'll just open it 10 at a time, make sure, and then once you think you've gotten through the whole list, you just rescan your store like one more time to make sure that you've gotten all of the duplicates, and just double check everything, set it back to 1, reset everything, clear everything out, and then just rescan it,
Right. I got your point. Is there any video or something like on that thing?
I think Chris Delta made a video on it. You'd have to reach out to him.
Chris on Telegram?
On the Discord, Delta, Chris Deltario, I think his name is.
It's Deltario, yeah. Just reach out to him. He has a video on that. And if you ever have any technical questions, you can just reach out to anyone on support, and they'll like walk you through how to use it.
Okay, got you.